Greetings and good day. This is Donnie with Tech Winter, and thank you so much for joining me today. Well, guys, are you a Ring customer who occasionally finds yourself in a situation where you don't have great cell service? Maybe you get a motion detection notification that comes in, you're not able to pull up your camera and be able to see what's actually happening. Well, guys, Ring has a new solution out there to totally close the gap on this scenario called the Virtual Security Guard. It's got some benefits, some potential drawbacks, and I'd like to give you my feedback on what I think about it myself. So without any further ado, let's dive in and let's take a look. Tech Winter Nation, if you're watching this video, you're very likely already either a Ring customer or you're seriously considering becoming one. And they continue to add new features to our cameras, to our alarm systems. We've talked about things like Ring Edge in the past that do local video storage for you. Just some of the new additions that have come with some of the sensors, such as the glass break sensor. Today, we're going to talk about a new feature that is totally designed to give you complete peace of mind, take out any anxiety about when you might be in an offline situation and you're not able to monitor your home for yourself. That's right, Ring calls this the Virtual Security Guard. Essentially, for a monthly fee, you'll have true professional monitoring of your Ring cameras, meaning if there's ever motion that's detected, there's somebody who will get an alert about that. They'll be able to monitor it, and they can actually use the two-way talk and talk to the person who is on your camera. Maybe they're trying to break in, maybe they're a delivery person and they're completely innocent. They're going to help make that determination, and if they need to escalate something by contacting the police, or if there's a fire situation or medical emergency, they'll contact the proper authorities on your behalf for your home. This really is next level beyond just what the Ring Alarm Pro or the Ring Alarm Gen 1 or Gen 2 would support, because it's not going to be just triggered by motion or a smoke alarm that goes off. You actually have somebody who is being your eye in the sky, literally, looking at your cameras on your behalf with your permission. So let's take a look at some of the features. Ring touts that you can customize what agents observe. Real life agents will only monitor motion events on your cameras that you want when you want. Update your settings at any time in the Ring Control Center. Agents engage when you can't. Agents can engage through two-way talk and siren to help deter unwanted behavior. And of course, backup is on the way. If emergency services are needed, the agent can call to dispatch to your property. At least for me, I traditionally think of Ring as a residential solution, but the reality is they have made some great inroads into small businesses as well. And this is a feature that they are both promoting to businesses and to residential homes as well. But there are some drawbacks to it. Ring has some very specific qualifications for who can and cannot enable this feature. Ring says that rapid response trained agents will only monitor your home's eligible outdoor cameras. You can easily change which cameras you want monitored from the Ring Control Center in the Ring app or on ring.com. You also must have an active Ring Protect Pro subscription at your location. Also, you must own a Ring Alarm home security system and be enrolled in professional monitoring through your Ring Protect subscription. So that answers some of the limitations, but I did want to get a little deeper into the fine print of what cameras can and cannot work with this. And this is where things get a little bit more interesting and potentially limiting to the Ring user base of who can even turn on this feature. You have to have at least one eligible outdoor Ring camera. And here's the list of the actual cameras that qualify for that. You can have any of the ones that you're seeing on your screen right here: the Video Doorbell Pro, Pro 2, Elite, Wired, Floodlight Cam, Spotlight Cam Wired, Floodlight Cam Wired Pro, Stick-Up Cam Plug-in, Floodlight Cam Wired Plus, Floodlight Cam Pro Plug-in, Floodlight Cam Plus Plug-in, Spotlight Cam Mount. That was a mouthful, guys, but there's one recurring theme with all of those cameras. They are ones that you can have physically plugged in 24/7 that don't require any batteries. If you have a battery-powered cam, it will not work with this new feature. Also, from a security perspective, it's interesting here too that there is one more powered camera in their fleet that is not mentioned, and that is the Ring Indoor Cam. Ring is being very intentional here to point out that it will only work with cameras that are outdoors. A lot of security and privacy concerns, which I would feel for myself. I don't want somebody having access to the inside of my home. So I like that they're saying this on the front end. So then along with the cameras, you have to have the Ring Alarm system. You could have the Ring Alarm Pro or the first or second gen as well. Totally apply for this. Now, Here's where it's going to limit, especially some of you newer Ring customers who are using Ring Alarm Pro with Ring Edge. If you have Ring Edge enabled, you cannot turn on this feature. One cool feature with Virtual Security Guard is that it only works if you have your Ring alarm system set to home or away. So if your alarm system's disarmed, the Virtual Security Guard will not monitor any motion events that happen with your cameras. So guys, I love the convenience of this. If you're totally out of pocket, there's definitely a value add here. Even if you're like in a small business and something happens overnight, well, you might not be wanting to get up in the middle of the night, having somebody that's checking that motion for you is definitely a huge value add. But the fact that you're limited, if you have newer Ring Alarm Pro with Ring Edge enabled, you won't be able to leverage that end-to-end encryption and still be able to have this feature is definitely a huge downside. Also, just if you have a ton of battery cams in your fleet, you're not going to be able to leverage them as well. Another huge downside. And guys, probably the biggest clincher here for most of you, including myself, is that this right now is only available by invitation only. You can sign up for invitation, and as they are saying right now with this wait list, pricing is going to start at $99 a month. Yes, you heard me right, $99 a month for this feature. So guys, we've talked about some very niche use cases that potentially if you're in a small business and you could be losing thousands of dollars in inventory, this is absolutely a lifesaver for you, totally worth it. But I'll tell you guys, at least for me, $99 a month is just completely way out of my league. $1,200 a year to have this feature is not something I'm going to be turning on. I would rather give a loved one access if I know I'm going to be out of pocket to be able to check my cameras for me on my behalf. But hey, I love that Ring continues to innovate. They continue to come up with creative solutions, and we can totally add this to that portfolio and list of creative solutions that they're bringing to market. But guys, tell me in the comments, is this something that you're interested in? Have you already signed up for it? I'd love to hear about it. Has it saved your bacon? And if you haven't already, I'd ask you to consider liking and subscribing and hitting that bell notification so that you're always staying up to date with new content as it's uploaded. But for now, I'm Donnie with Tech Winner, hopefully keeping you informed, helping you make winning decisions with your tech. You guys have a great day.